Possibilities was the third piece that I've devised for audiences of young people with developmental delays and autism. I really feel that with this one, I got more things right. For me, it was a great blend of ways of playing dramatically that I think were of value to our audiences, at the same time that we were able to introduce this idea of story. So it's the blending of those two things that, for me, were really exciting for Palette.
Ready?
We said red was a tractor, and then we went and we embodied it. And so I'd say it's much more physical in the sense that our actions and what we were doing with our bodies was the language.
I love what we do so much because it allows them to be open, and if they want to scream, they can scream. Their reactions, that we got a lot of oohs, or oh, that's cool, or I love this play. And it was so much fun to see them enjoying it. They start out a little reserved, but then they open up by the end, and that's the most magical thing I could ever ask for in a production.
There's 6 actors on stage, but the audience and the kids are the 7th actor. We wouldn't be able to do the show without them, and they don't have a script. So we have to include them in a way that feels natural for them, that feels natural for us, because I think we're all leaning on each other. The audience and the children are leaning on us to bring them into this world and encompass them on this journey, and we're looking to them to help us on this journey as well.
There are lots and lots of moments in the show when the audience is engaged through their participation by coming up on stage and sharing an idea. It's good practice for all youth audiences, is finding ways to capture their imagination and their energy and then use it in support of the piece that we're all watching together, as it were.
Cedar Falls, Red Oak, Hastings, Waterloo.
Carroll, Fort Dodge, Creston, and Des Moines.
Each location had its own set of external circumstances that had to be dealt with. Housing, meals. So for the stage manager, it really was an amazing opportunity to think about managing a show. For the technicians, of course, there was the added experience of adapting what we had created to each of the different playing spaces.
I think we had 3 or 4 really smaller spaces to work in. The more intimate, the more magical it is for me.
This is an excellent resume builder for our students because they did everything. They didn't just perform, they loaded the truck, they unloaded the truck, and then there was a certain amount of interaction with the communities that were sponsoring us.
I bonded with this group more than I had anticipated in the beginning. Essentially, Palette of Possibility, we're on stage playing with kids, and I think that it's so much easier to play with people that you like, and the touring process, going from city to city, made it that way.
We all got along pretty well. I was actually really surprised. A lot of us were worried that we wouldn't get along after, spending 8 days straight together.
They were all posting on Facebook. I would say the #1 theme was, I'm meeting such incredible people. I'm making lifelong friends. I am having a shared experience that I'm never going to forget.
I was not expecting to become great friends with my cast, and I love every single one of them.
Together.